standard question of this type goes as, this cuboid is painted red along all the external surfaces, all the exposed surfaces, it is painted red. And then it is cut into small cubes. It could be cubes, it could be cubelets, doesn't matter, but mostly it is just cubes. So we'll make it into small cubes of size 1 unit by 1 unit by 1 unit. And once it has been cut, it is sort of dismantled. So I have lots of small cubelets. And the question is going to be about those. So let's first figure out how do we cut it. So this 6, let's start from the smallest. 6, I want 1 centimeters. So I'm going to cut it horizontally. And when I cut it horizontally, students, it goes through the plane. So try following this also. So you understand, I make it into 2 slabs, the top and the bottom. Then I cut this into some more. So let me be a little fast here because this is the boring part. So I have cut it into 6 different, let's say, slabs. Right? It's a nice simple word, slab. So that's your 6. The picture is going to get a little messy, students, along one dimension. Now let's take the other edge, 8 centimeter edge. I'll be cutting, so I'm cutting it straight through and through, right? So middle of it. Now, and this, so let me erase these marks, these are not necessary. So I cut it right through the middle. So think about the numbers. So there were 6 of them. Now they've become into right, left. Okay. So there are 6 2s are 12 as of now. And then I cut them into more. So each slab is now cut into 4 pieces. When 4 pieces? Right now. Now it is cut into 4 pieces. Right. I want 1 centimeter. So a little more cutting is involved. So this is also cut. And so is this. And so is this piece, and so is this piece, right? You will not be doing any sort of this drawing. Since this is the first class, I am just doing this business. You are not going to do any such things. Now, what is going to happen because of this? The slabs that I had 6. Now, each 6 is divided into 8 pieces. So there are 48 rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. 48 rods. They run from front to back. They run front to back. So there are 48. Now I go along the 10 edge and I cut the 10 edge. So I go to the side, think of it this way, and I now make such cuts. Right? So the mid, what is the mid? Here is the mid. So front to back, I make 2 pieces. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's make all the pieces fast enough. And so that should be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another 5 here in the front part. And that completes my cutting business. So how many total small cubelets will I have? Now I had 48 bars going from front to back. Each bar I went to the side and I cut it into 10 pieces. So is that going to be 48 into 10? 48 into 10 is 480. So I've got 480 of these small pieces, cubelets, right? Now, so the original edge one would miss out in this picture. So I'm just making it by a different shape, right? So this is your original edge, just to highlight it, nothing more than that. So now the question variety here is, how many of these 480, how many of them would have 3 faces painted? How many will have 2 faces painted? How many are going to have 1 face painted? Let's hope the light comes back. Yes. How many of them are going to have no face painted? So this grid is going to be pretty useful, student. I think so. This is one of the major value add. We had built this vocabulary in the previous session. We had vertex, 8 vertices. We had a total of 12 edges, but those 12 edges could be divided into 3 varieties. Face 6 divided into 3 varieties, 2 of each. So that is what I've captured here. Now what is this grid? Now I come to the number of faces painted. The number of faces that are painted. And to begin with, I could have 3 face painted. Now, which edge cubes are going to have 3 of their face painted? And just to give it away, I'm sure you know this, right? Think about it. This cube here, the small one which is built, currently only this part is exposed. Anything of this is lying inside it. Look at this one edge. Here there are 2 faces, but currently it is not formed. Only after cutting the other faces get formed. So it is not going to have 3 face painted. But the ones on the corner, the ones that I'm coloring right now, this is an obvious one. Now think, where is it lying? It is lying along a vertex. And think about the other one. So this is also a vertex. This has one painted, it's visual, and even the bottom part is exposed. So that will also be painted. Similarly, here it might, this looks pretty clear, 1, 2, and the left part will also be painted, right? Here it seems only one, but the left part is also exposed, the bottom is also exposed. And similarly, I would have the other corners also. So where are the 3 ones painted going to lie? The 3 ones painted are going to lie at the vertices. And how many vertices are there? There are 8 of them. So let's wind this up. There are 8 of the small cubelets. Are there anyone along the edges or along the face or anywhere else? Not really. So currently these might not seem of much use, but as question gets tough, this is going to be pretty useful. Okay. So 3 faces. How many are the total numbers? The total number are just going to be 8 of them. Let's say 2 face painted. Where are the 2 face painted ones going to lie? The 2 face painted ones are going to lie along the edge. Actually, I should write this here also. 3 faces are going to be along the vertices. 2 face painted are going to be along the edge. Right? So, but then let's start with the smallest edge. There are 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the corner ones have 3 faces, because anything in the corner of an edge is going to be a vertex. Remember, how did I say an edge? Take 2 vertices, a line joining them. So the corners are going to be vertices which will already have counted in the 3. So I have to count only 4 of them. And how many such edges are there? There are 4 such edges of 6 centimeter. So 4 into 4, that is going to be 16 such. I'll write a 4. 4 into 4 on each edge, which is going to be 16. Let's take the 8th edge. You don't need the picture. If you're very fast, that's the help of this vocabulary. The edge is 8 centimeters. So there are going to be 8 along that edge. But the corners are going to turn out into vertices, which will already have been counted earlier, right? So I'll not count 8, I'll count only 6 of them. And how many such edges? 4 edges, each having 6, that is going to be 24 of them, right? What are the 8? The horizontal, and the one behind, right? 10 along the edge, the long front to back, but the front and back are vertex, so 4 edges. On each edge I will have 8, that is going to be 32. Should be fine enough. And so what have I counted? So now I'm just marking a tick. So I've counted all these edges, right? And do not change the pattern, students, when we are doing, right? So this whole cube is done, all these are done. So this are done. And so on, anything which is on an edge, is being counted, right? Please don't worry about the picture image. It as I said, it will get messy, but we are not going to use the image. Okay, I guess that should be bad enough, right? Let me not make it more bad. So where are the ones? Right now, anyone on the face, let's check it later on, right? On the face, what happens? Or else, how many cubelets have only one of their face painted? So we are saying that one of them will lie along the face. And what is a face? Remember, the dimension of a face is given by two dimensions, length and breadth, 6 by 8. But then there are two of those, but will I count all the 6 by 8, 48 of them? Not really. Again, the extremes of the face are nothing but the edges. Those edges have already been counted. So I'll have to leave out the right edge, left edge, top edge, bottom edge. So I'll have to reduce it again by 2 on all dimensions. So if the original dimension was 6 by 8, what is left here is 1, 2, 3, 4. The top bottom is gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The right left is gone. So it is just going to be 4 by 6. 4 by 6, 24. And similarly 24 would be at the back. So this is going to be 24 2s are 48. And if you're fast, if you got the logic, there are two faces. On each face, the original dimension is 6 by 8. This is the worst of the lot. You can't make out anything on the right left, right? Because the lines have come closer to each other. But think about it, the top bottom is gone. So what is left in the middle is 4. The front back is gone. So instead of 10, what will be left is going to be just 8. So 8 4s are 32 of them. In the middle here, leaving out the extremes, 8 4s are 32, 32 2s are 64. And the top is very easily understandable, right? The original was 8 by 10, leave out two dimensions. So what will happen is 6 by 8. 6 8s are 48, two such faces, 48 2s are 96.